Got 3 places in South Florida that made the top 100 in the U.S. for the best ice cream shops. This is according to Yelp, which I don't find very accurate.
No, there's no Yelp at all.
No. But the ones that they listed, in fact, right at number 2 is the Let's Chill homemade ice cream in Coral Springs.
Okay, so we're talking mom and pop places are on this list as well.
Could be. I think it has to do with the Yelp ratings that they get, which, you can argue about how much that's politicized and their methods for coming up with these lists.
We wouldn't call it completely accurate, but I do think there are just some places that are just that good that Yelp will do them right.
They're not all created equal, and here's why. Because you have some places like Sloan's where they have an ice cream chef, Vincenzo, for years. I don't know if he's still there, but he was for many years. He made the ice cream there in the back and created the flavors there in the back. A lot of places get their ice cream from a manufacturer and then resell it. That, to me, is a big difference. If you're making it homemade, like the place that you're talking about, that's a big difference from a place that buys it from a creamery in Pennsylvania.
Do you hear how she name dropped the guy?
I know, of course.
No big deal.
Yeah, well, I can name drop my guy, Freddie. He works over at Carvel. He's a great guy.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we all can name drop.
I'm not impressed with Carvel. It's not homemade. It's not crafted. It's not artisan. It's made by a big factory.
How do you make ice cream annoying? I mean, I don't even get how it's possible.
So do you really think that if we took a random ice cream from Sloan's and one from Carvel, you could easily tell the difference?
I don't know, but I'd be up for it.
Because the way you're talking, it should be.
It should be better.
But you're saying you're now admitting it should be better, but you were saying it like it was a definite, without a doubt.
Just on supporting local and handcrafted.
You can't shift it. You were going in on like it was all taste. It was just a no-brainer because it's handcrafted. They've got their own chef that it wouldn't even be close. Not even in the same ballpark.
I think 9 times out of 10, you're going to prefer Sloan's.
Would you?
Unless Carvel does some wacky, crazy thing that comes out of left field that we weren't expecting.
But Kevin,
fresher is better.
He's asking, let's say if you were blindfolded, could you tell the difference between the two? Would you be able to? And would it go as well as the time you tried to blindfold yourself and decipher between cheap wine and really expensive wine, and you picked cheap wine over expensive wine?
You just grandstanded like this would be the easiest thing to do if you had an educated palate like you do, Virginia.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Bring it in.
I like when Kevin pushes back on you. This is good. Get her, Dickie Rance.
Well, I just think we need to, put your money where your mouth is over here. You're talking a big game right now.
I'd be up for it.
Oh, because Sloan's did not make the list.
Which I think is a travesty.
Okay, but there are a lot of people that might say, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we do have Sloan's throughout South Florida and different places, and I'm just kind of curious if people would say without a doubt, is that it? Or could Kilwin's be better than Sloan's?
Well, did you hear her attitude when I brought up Carvel? She's like, I don't want no Carvel.
Right.
Well, I bet
Carvel is not Sloan's.
Guarantee you, if we blindfolded the witch, she would not be able to tell Sloan's from Bones.
But, but I'll bet Carvel moves more ice cream in South Florida than Sloan's does.
You're right.
You know why? It's a little thing we like to call Fudgy the Whale.
And I mean, honestly, everybody knows Carvel. Sloan's is regional. They are local people right here in this area making it happen.
Oh, make no mistake about it. Me and Kevin have nothing against Sloan's. We think they're amazing. We're pushing back on your comments. Because I think Sloan's is great, too.
Bring your ice cream in, then.
Yeah, I think we need to.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia needs to be put to the test.
Oh, yes, she does.
But we need to do it at the end of the show because keep in mind, she's also lactose intolerant, so I don't want to sit in here in a studio with her after she's eating ice cream.
Nope, 6 a.m.
Nope.
And it's
First bit of the day.
No, and it's got to be on a Friday.
6:02.
It's got to be on a Friday at the end because we don't want no Thursday night residuals.
6:02, and then 7 a.m. hour is lap dance hour.
Oh,
I'm giving everybody a lap dance.
That's so gnarly.
So now you're ruining ice cream and lap dances for me?
At number 10 and 96 on the top 100 list from Yelp of the top U.S. ice cream shops, They have the Magic Cow. The one in Davie is at number 10. The one in Coral Springs is 96. Why are so different? I don't know. It just is probably how Yelp works out, which, like I said, I don't think they're very on the mark or very scientific. It's just how things fall. No shops in Palm Beach or Miami-Dade got any kind of recognition whatsoever.
Wow.
And some of the ones you would think, like Jackson's. Everybody loves Jackson's ice cream in Dania Beach. No.
Is that the one with all the colorful circus motifs?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
What's the one that real nice guy? He's brought. Is it Wits?
Wits?
That's good ice cream.
Yeah.
I like their ice cream.
Like, they call it frozen custard, but to me it tastes like ice cream. What's the difference?
Oh my gosh! I just embarrassed myself. Did I bring up custard during an ice cream
Stepped
discussion?
in it.
You should be used to embarrassing
Oh my
yourself.
gosh!
Yeah. The Cherry Smash ice cream in Coral Springs, not on there, but one that is deemed to be one of the best in South Florida. Lily's Handmade Ice Cream, which actually was the 2024 Sun Sentinel Reader's Choice winner for Best South Florida Ice Cream, did not make the list either.
Huh.
So those are some obvious ones that you've left off it. And obviously, Vincenzo and Sloan's slided by this list as well.
I got questions.
Yeah.
This list, I mean, nothing in Palm Beach County even makes it.
No, not on the
That's
Yelp national
ridiculous.
list.
That's
Call
ridiculous.
up your boy Franzenzo and ask him.
What's his name?
Franzenzo?
Frinzenzo.
Frinzenzo?
Frinzenzo there?
Yeah, hello, Sloan's. This is looking for Frinzenzo. Who?
If I'm not confident in someone's name, I will. Hey, what's the Hey, put us here.
Who? Who do you want?
You call. You call and ask for
Hey,
it.
guys, speak to
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. And people are mentioning Wits, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now
That's what he said. That's what Jay Bird said.
Yeah, there's several comments. So I wonder if you had your Wits, if you had your Killens, if you had your Sloans, if you had your Jacksons, if we did this legitimate, how would we differ from the Yelp? And would Let's Chill Homemade Ice Cream be near the top like it is at number 2 on the Yelp national list?
Was there anything like a Baskin and Robbins on there?
Nobody's really mentioned that. As I'm looking through the comments, I've got everything. A couple people were mentioning the Killens that is in here. Trisha said, yeah, Jackson's does make their own ice cream. So that is one thing. I don't know if they have a Frincenzo. But they are making their own. And does that always mean better?
No, not always.
I mean, yeah, if Frincenzo's drunk, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if there is pride put into it and tested recipes, I'd always prefer something handcrafted and homemade over something mass produced.
Oh, that's when I get the most creative in the kitchen. If I've had a little sippy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We get real creative.
Oh, and talk about alcohol-infused ice cream, which they have now.
Right. You're talking about the one at Hard Rock?
The Hard Rock one with the Frangelico in it is so next level delicious. I don't even know what they did. It's got magic and butterflies and unicorns. It is delicious.
When I walked by there a couple weeks ago, there was a guy that was sitting there like he was sitting in a bar with his hands in his head. Looked like he was going through something, just ordering one ice cream after another. I was like, is he really sitting there to get plowed at an ice cream bar? That's what it looked like. Looked like he just lost his house in the casino, which is going to get hammered on alcoholic ice cream.
There are a lot of people that have that look like they gambled too much in that space. Yeah, you can see regret on people's faces like, oh no.
He had just lost big in the casino, was trying to drown his sorrows in alcoholic ice cream. I'm like, dude, you're going to have to eat a tub to get a buzz.
Bartender, make that 4 scoops.
One little thing is like $10 too. It's not going to be cheap.
You have to eat a tub to even catch a buzz.
He'll spend more on the ice cream than he lost at the table. And Wendy had said, you got to check out Vampire Penguin. It's shaved snow. They got amazing flavors, very gourmet. They got a location in Palm Beach Gardens. Not even heard of that one.
Yeah,
I have heard of that. Vampire Penguin is like a hot new trendy thing.
But would you consider it ice cream, or is it kind of its own category?
It's its own category because it's snowball and ice cream together. You ever seen that? It's a thing in Texas.
It's like a sherbet of sorts.
No, it's you have like ice cream, like real ice cream, but then they also put a snowball in there. There's a place called Jeremiah's in Palm Beach Gardens that is doing that, and it's really yummy, but it's not ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hybrid.
Like a creamsicle.
Yeah, they do have a creamsicle flavor.
See, Kev, I know about classy stuff.
Yeah, I know. You're on it. A cake decorator at Joy's Ice Cream in Fort Pierce said, yeah, we make all of our ice cream in the back, and you can definitely taste the difference to non-homemade. We have lines out the door. People absolutely love our ice cream. Virginia's correct.
Seminole Reef Grill, they make their own ice cream because one of the managers, it's her husband that makes it. And he takes a lot of pride. I mean, they don't have a bunch of flavors, but at any given time, they have like 4 or 5 flavors, and it's homemade, and it's so creamy, delicious, and fresh with no preservatives and chemicals in it.
I will say I have had homemade ice cream that was made at someone's house, and it was next level amazing.
It is, yeah.
It looked hard to do. I don't think Virginia would be able to duplicate it or
Your
make it.
Your wife, the Mexican queen, she bought me an ice cream maker.
Right.
And we have made so much ice cream in that thing. And it's so fun.
Really?
Because you can really craft whatever flavors, creamy or Twinkie.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
You want a Twinkie ice cream?
I kind of would not mind. Can you bring that thing in tomorrow? Let's have Ice Cream Friday.
I like where you're going. Name it Cream Your Twinkie.
Cream your Twinkie.
Yeah.
You can all have like innuendo names of all the flavors.
Cream your Twinkie. Oh, we could have fun with that.
Yeah, that could work. That could work. And one person texted in, they said eggs are the difference from ice cream and custard. If you didn't know. Okay. And another person said Wilton Creamery in Wilton Manors is great. 4.8 stars on the Google reviews, and I've definitely heard of the Wilton Creamery. So a lot of good stuff.
Yum.